It's the beginning of the month, so you already know what that means. We are doing a weigh-in weight loss update. So if you guys are on your own weight loss journey and looking for some inspiration, some motivation, some like-mindedness, and maybe somebody to just go through it with you on your own journey, you found the place. Let's jump into it. Hey guys, welcome back. Happy October. We are here, we are in it. And it's my favorite time of the year. So I am a fall, like early winter girly, like September through pretty much January, I thrive. I'm good. February gets kind of cold, but for the most part, I love it. I get really, it's in my vibes. I love it. I get seasonal depression, but in the summer, it's the craziest thing. But this weather, so it is beginning of the month, and with that comes our like kind of weight loss update, how things have been going, what have I been doing, and what is the plan going ahead. So for the last few months, I've kind of been just on a, I guess like kind of maintenance, a little bit of a mini bulk too, as you will. I was in a little bit of a growth phase and I wanted to change things up. I talked some stuff over with my coach. If you guys are new here, I do have my own coach that I've hired. Her name is Brenda. If you guys were interested in working with Brenda, I will let you guys know. If you guys are on the Instagram, her name is Roofs, R-O-O-F-S, and A-N-D, Quads, Q-U-A-D-S. You can hit her up, see if she's still taking any new clients. I'm not too sure, but if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and hit her up and she will get back to you. Yeah, so I talked to my girl and I was like, look, birthday is coming. It's a big birthday too. And looking at myself, and that's the thing I feel like a lot of people have to understand is this isn't just like a beginning and an end. When you are on a weight loss wellness, I'm not so much weight loss anymore as a wellness journey. It's never like, all right, once I get here, then it stops. Like once I hit 170 pounds, I'm done. I could just quit the gym and quit it and it's all good. This is a forever kind of thing. And you're constantly wanting to improve, right? So that's what I was doing. I did a lot of focus this summer on building out my back and building some hamstrings, and because that's where I felt in like upper body where I was lacking the most in after I came off my mini cut in the early spring. It was a late spring, somewhere around there. And I was like, look, what do I want to do? What do I want to look like? What is the thing? So I had told her like, look, let's work on building out the hams. Let's do a little bit of a reverse and let's put on a little bit of mass and see where we're going. So that's where we were, and we are changing it all up. So for now until I think we're going to do a 19-week cut. Basically, I'm going into prep. It's going to be a light prep though, because the holidays are going to be there, and I already told her like, I'll still be in the gym and stuff like that, but I cannot, you know, I'm going to enjoy the holidays. Like I'm not going to be bringing prep foods to Christmas. You know what I mean? So with that understanding, it is what it is. But for the most part, I'm pretty good about watching my eating. It's just so normal to me at this point. So what are we doing, right? We are going into a 19-week prep, baby, because I am prepping for what? I'm prepping for this life. I want to go into this next birthday looking my best. And for me, what is my best? I want to build out my legs and my glutes. Especially, I'm very quad dominant. So quads, your outer part of your legs, super dominant on that part. I'll show you guys. Let me show you. Look, this is real life, okay? I'm being real here with you. I'm in my kitchen. I just came home from the gym. I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling very enthusiastic about starting this month and starting this new prep. So I'm not looking, you know, I'm not all dressed up to the T's, and hey, I'm still in my workout clothes. If you see a camel toe, it's normal. It's normal. I don't understand why we're getting so, I mean, I know that there's girls who like literally put it in there. Not that girl. But if it happens, it happens. I have girl parts, and this is what it does. I feel like nobody pays attention to boys, you know, and when you could see like their imprint, like, we're not giving them grief. So let's keep that going. So, okay. Here is what we're looking like. These are Tribe 35 leggings, and they are so fire. I love them so much. So quads are the outer part of the leg, right? I'm pretty quad dominant. I can always see a lot of definition here. I can build them out for days. Also in the front as well. My legs are pretty good. I severely lack hamstrings in the back. Like I really want to build out my hams, and I feel like my butt is gotten kind of flat. So I want to build it up and round it out. That's my biggest, where I'm really focusing. I want to be a lot heavier on the bottom, mostly in the hams and in the booty, baby. I got to build out. You want to see the, but seriously though, I want to build it out. I feel like it's, I mean, it's a decent size. It's a handful, but I feel like I need more. So inside the glutes, there's 3 muscles, small, medium, large. I really want to work out, just round it all out, and I want to really beef it up. Same thing goes with my hams. I feel like I'm severely lacking. So that is my biggest one. Stomach is looking, I mean, I've lost a lot of weight in my belly. So you could see like right here, like I'm getting like looser skin on the top. I've never had loose skin on the top of my belly button before. I've always had it down here, but on top here, that's never been a case. So, I mean, it's exciting when I bend over. You guys can, I feel like you guys can see, you know, I've had a C-section, so I don't want to show you like my girly bits, but you could see like it's just a shelf, you know, it's just normal. But you can see there's some definition right here, but eventually we'll get that fixed. So stomach's looking good. You can see the definition on the sides. It's pretty good. And then even for like back came in really good. I'm still working on it, but you can see there's a lot more definition. I'm a lot wider in my lats. And then even with like biceps, I feel like you could see some definition, like even in my tries. So they came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the results. So that was 3 months, okay? Mind you, 3, maybe even 4 months that I've been on this same training program. Training programs should not be changing every week. And I'm gonna be honest with you, your training program should stay the same for months. The program, not the amount of weight you're using. That weight, you should progressively overload yourself each week. That's how you're gonna see the changes. You don't have to change the workout every week. You gotta change the amount of weight you're pushing every week. That's the only thing. So, like I said, we did pretty good. I did have a couple injuries. So last month in particular, I pulled. Well, first off, I went to the doctor and I got like a bunch of work done. I got all my physicals and everything. And then I was having my neck issues. So we did an MRI, we did and then we did an x-ray. And basically I've lost the curvature in my C-spine. So back here, so my neck is protruding forward. So with doing that, I had like a severe TMJ flare up, and that was rough. And then it was going into like my sternocleidomastoid, your STM right here. So, and it was just like all down. It was terrible. So I took 2 weeks off the gym. And well, I took 2 weeks off of the gym, but I only took a week off of training altogether. And then the second week I just did some cardio just to get some movement in. Feeling better. I'm doing the chiropractor 3 times a week. Getting deep tissue massages every 2 weeks. A lot of stretching, where even when I'm going to the chiropractor, I'm doing a little bit of like physical therapy as well, a lot of traction, stuff like that, getting the muscle moving, and that's about it. It's just the thing, it's gonna be a process, but I'm also going, I know some people, this is very controversial, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys because we're real friends here. I'm gonna go and get some Botox put into my, I know a lot of people, I have feelings about Botox and stuff like that. I am not the one. Honey, I am not the one. So I'm gonna go and get some Botox put into my masseter. I'm gonna actually get that done on Saturday. My dentist recommended it to me because I went and seen her too, and she's like, yes, you need to, because I'm such a clencher. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm also getting it put into my traps because I'm just holding, it's just my posture. I'm just always like this, but it's mostly like that. So I'm gonna get that done. It's supposed to help out a lot. Looking forward to that. And that's the problem. I did go get my blood work done, and I want to talk about this as well, because that's what this name of the game is, right? We are working not to be 120 pounds, not to be skinny, but we're working towards health, right? Health is wealth, and that is the name of the game. So I went, and you have to go make sure, you know, you guys pay a lot of money for insurance. You know, I know a lot of us are scared of going to the doctors. I got health-induced anxiety. It's horrendous. But with my therapist, she's like, we're going to these appointments. Let's do this, you know? So I did everything with the exception of my girly doctor that comes in January. I do that every year on my birthday. So January comes, you know, I'll be in there. But so I went and I did my teeth, I did my eyes, I did chiro, I did massage therapy, I've had scans done, and I did my blood work. And when I tell you, my blood work, when they gave me the results and she said everything, I looked at everything, all the ranges literally said optimal. A1C, normal's 4.5, baby mine was at 4.5. Glucose, 77. Sodium, 135. BUN, everything. All my electrolytes, all my triglycerides, my HDL, my LDL, you name it. Okay, blood work, CBC, everything. Perfection. Like textbook. And that right there was all. That meant the world to me. That means I'm going into this next chapter into my life with a perfectly clean bill of health. And that's it. I'm training for life. I'm training so I can get old as hell and still look good. Okay? And so I can see grandkids and possibly great grandkids and just not be a burden on my adult children as they get older because, you know, I didn't take care of myself and I'm bedbound, you know. I want to live a good life and a long life and a healthy life, and that's what I'm doing all this for. So if I ever get confused, I mean, don't get me wrong, a fat ass is always a perk, but health is wealth, and that's what I want. I don't ever want to be a burden on my adult children. I don't want to be dragging around an oxygen tank if I don't have to. I don't want to be on a plethora of medications for chronic diseases. I want to try to avoid that for as long as possible, if not for my whole life. So when I was on keto, my blood work was not spectacular. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had a lot of issues with my cholesterol and stuff like that, but I was like, everybody says just to run its course. All those issues are now gone, and I'm happy for it. So going forward, we're just going to be changing the game. My eating has been changing right now. We're changing things up. We're doing a low carb whole week this week with a carb build re-up on the weekends just because I've been out and we're trying to kind of get my body back into the swing of things. Training is completely changing. Cardio is still pretty much the same. We're doing little bits of hits. I'm doing hit on the stair climber, and then, you know, as soon as I hit my calorie target, I am donezo. So it's been really nice. And just working towards it. So you're gonna ask me probably how much weight did I lose in the month of September. I didn't lose much. I lost about 2.5 pounds. So I'm sitting at 168 pounds. Do I wanna get any lighter? No, I think the weight where I'm at right now is probably really good. I'm not competing. I'm just, you know, I don't need to hit like a stage weight to be super lean or anything. I guess I would probably like to stay between like 165, 175. I think that's a really like good weight for me to keep like muscle mass on. I think it's really crazy though, because I've been 168 pounds and been a size like 14 still, and I'm 168 pounds and I'm about a size 9, 10 right now, depending, who knows. But I was at the mall the other day with Rhea and I was trying on some coats. Like all the coats I ordered were like an extra small, which is so wild to me. I'm about like, yeah, like I said, depending on where you get the pants, I'm anywhere from like a 9 to 11. Don't ever go by like no, like I was, for example, right, I was able to fit into like a jean skirt from Forever 21 in a size medium. I went across the hall to H&M and I tried on their pair of 11s, and baby, those 11s were like a 5. They were small. So give yourself some grace. I hate sizing, but I'm actually really enjoying being out and about. I'm really entering a new chapter in my life, getting my mental health together, really refocusing on my energy. If you guys really liked Feminine Society and like kind of like that girl era, I don't know if I'm gonna call it that girl, but like becoming her, you know. And who's her? Her is the person who is at peace, who is confident, and who is okay with having her own mind and her own decisions, appreciates her own company, finds comfort in silence, moves with grace, moves with determination, knows there's no jealousy or hatred, there's no bitterness. Just a very much a beautifully at peace person who is always just trying to better themselves. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and really focusing on the content I absorb, the people and the energies I'm absorbing around me. Just trying to stay away from everything that is negative and that kind of like brings down the vibes. That is not where I want to be, because negativity, toxic behavior is very much contagious, and it could really just bring down the mood. So that's kind of where I've been, and I've been liking it. I've been feeling really good. I've been taking little things out, little moments out to kind of take care of myself, little things that make me feel good, that I don't have to necessarily have to keep putting up an appearance. So like I'm comfortable with just walking around the way I am right now. Little self tanner on. I did my eyelashes myself. I do my eyebrows. I'm doing all these beauty products or beauty steps I do myself now. And I feel good. I feel like even though I don't have like a full face of makeup on, just a little bit of SPF with a tint to it, I feel pretty put together. That's kind of been like another vibe I've been going for, making sure that I'm putting a little bit more effort into my everyday appearance. And by doing that, I just have a little bit of a routine once a week, and it keeps me going. And I think that's pretty good. I think that's the name of the game. As far as eating is still really well. If you guys are struggling with eating, you really need to get a handle on that. I don't care if you are doing 3 hours of cardio. If your eating is not where it needs to be, if you're eating under or eating over, you are not going to see any improvement. You have to make sure you're getting your food in, and not just, you know, I think a lot of people think that just because you're weight training, like you should eat a shit ton of protein, like just overdose yourself on like beef patties and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you're doing carnivore, that would be great, but you really want to make sure that you're hitting all your macros. Carbs are essential, fats are essential, proteins are essential. Not one is more important than the other. All are needed to keep the machine running and running efficiently. Another thing that is super important is rest. My dentist actually recommended to me. I've been taking, do I have it here? No, it's on my side of my bed, but they're from I've been talking about this like for ad nauseum. This is the Nuvita CBD. This is the one I take during the day. I gotta replace it. I'm almost out. But I also have the CBN, which is the nighttime one. I take CBN at night. I take 1 full dropper, and I also take magnesium glycinate at night, and then I put my mouth guard in. And I've been getting the best, deepest sleep. I'm sleeping every day now 7 to 8 hours, which was unheard of. My 2, 3 in the morning wake up calls are not happening. If I do wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, I'm able to just turn over and go right back to sleep. It has been so good. I recommend. With the CBD, honey, I have been noticing that like my mental, like my sharpness is back. I don't feel so cloudy. I feel like I'm very much focused on the task at hand. I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel like I'm drowning in life. I don't feel like heavy. You know how like in life sometimes you could feel the heaviness of life like on your shoulders, where you're like, and you're just tense and just like, shit, you know? Like I don't feel that. I feel very light and determined, and I feel like I have a direction in which I'm going, and not just only in weight loss and fitness, but just in general with life, being a mom, being a wife, being an employee, stuff like that. Like I have an idea for my business, like everything, it just seems so clear, so open, so positive, so light, and the possibilities seem endless to me. And I really feel like just by, you know, taking advantage of therapy, doing the things that are part of my daily regimen that I've been including now, and I'm on week 2 or 3, I'm walking into week 3, and I feel a difference emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Like they make a difference. Invest into yourself. And when I say invest to yourself, I'm not saying like throw a couple $100 and get yourself a pair of fake nails and your toes done and some extensions. I mean, do the work that no one sees that you feel. That is the most important. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on a monthly reset and steps I'm taking to initiate these things, because I feel like even if nobody watches it and only one person sees it and it benefits them, I feel like that's it. Like this feeling needs to be felt for everyone, and I want everybody to know that you don't have to drown in life, because it's the pits. So if you guys want to try this, I do know that this does have like trace amounts of CBD or THC in it. So if that's something that you got to be considerate of, watch it. But they do have THC free, okay? So mind you, it's very trace amounts. Honestly, I don't know if it would burn you on a test or anything like that. But you know, I did buy the THC free one for Leo because of his job, and it really does work just as well. But I prefer this one because I just like it and it works good. So I'm gonna get some gummies and stuff like that too. But anyways, that's been helping a lot. I really been loving that. And I bought some new supplements too this month that I wanted to share with you guys. I just actually started this today. So I have been really wanting to incorporate creatine. Now creatine was like all the rage because it went viral on TikTok. I mean, everything goes viral on TikTok. I don't know. They're using it as like a get skinny quick thing. It's not the case. Or they'll say like grow a dumpy in 2 weeks. It takes a while. But yes, creatine will help build muscle. You'll see the results quicker than if you did not have it. I tried taking the bucked up creatine and it made me so bloated. I had such an issue. So I ordered this one from 1UP. Now you guys can use my code Daniela with them. I still pay, like I pay for these things still with money. I just use my own discount and get a discount on it like you guys would. But this is the one I got. I was actually watching one of the girls, one of the influencers I follow, and she's been taking it and I was like, I really need to get on that. So it's called Pure Rebuild. It helps build hard, lean muscle, hard, lean, dense muscle, supports strength, power, and endurance, rebuild and recovery from the toughest workouts. So you take this right after you work out. It's in the guava nectarine flavor, which you guys know is my favorite. I actually have my pre-workout, my BCAAs, and my liquid L-carnitine are all from this as well. Get it. I use it every time I work out. I've been using them for months. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. If you are sensitive to stimulants, they have a stimulant-free pre-workout. Works just as great. Get it. You will not regret it. But this is the one I'm using. It is creatine monohydrate, which is the best one out there. It has some magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium, creatine monohydrate. It has some glutamine in it and hydrose. I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's a rebuild complex. They have some essential amino acids in here. Valine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, taurine, methionine, I don't know, a bunch of stuff, electrolyte complex. So anyways, take this once a day after your workout. I just shake it up. So the serving size is 1 scoop, which is 20 grams. Since this is my first time taking it, I only did a half a scoop, and next week I will titrate up. Why did I do that? Because with creatine, you might see a little bit of a bloat happening just because it's pulling all the water out, right? You might get a little bit bloated. It's very normal. You might have a little bit of a little constipation, absolutely normal. You're gonna wanna make sure you are hitting the water hard. You wanna make sure because it is a little bit harder on the kidneys. Now, if you have any renal issues, you're gonna wanna talk to your renal doctor before you take anything. If you're dialysis, any type of renal disease, you're gonna wanna make sure that you are on there with nephrology and you're making sure that everything is good, because this will put a little bit of strain on the kidneys if they're not working properly. So be mindful of that. But everybody else, we're good to go. And this is a big scoop. It was 50 bucks. I got like, what was it, like 20 or 30% off. A lot cheaper. First off, the size is huge. It's a huge sizing. And it's significantly cheaper than any of the other stuff I bought off of Amazon. So I was geeked for that one. I got that. I also got, I put it away already. I got their multivitamin. I don't know if they're any good or not, but I needed a multi. Only thing is you got to take 4. I only took 2 this morning. I don't like taking a bunch of pills, but I'm only taking 2 and we'll be fine. And then I got a new whey protein. You guys know I've been doing vegan protein because I had noticed that whey was kind of heavier on my stomach. But I got this one. I never tried the 1UP whey. I was trying the liquid whey protein shakes from Premier. So I tried this. And Leo actually wanted one as well because Leo's been, you know, on his own game. We're giving him some space. Sophie and Bray are also doing their own thing. So let's cheer them on. We're silently, you know, we're not pushing, but we're silently encouraging. And this is that strawberry shortcake ice cream. And it smells... I haven't tried it yet, but it smells just like the ice cream bars, and you guys can look and you could even see like the chunks of pink, like dried up strawberry in there. This is gonna be so fire. Like I'm gonna put this in my oatmeal. I'm gonna put this in my cereal at night. I've been doing the vegan banana bread, and the vegan banana bread tastes really good in oatmeal, but in cereal it's not that great. So I was really excited for that. If you guys wanna try it, it's like, I think my code's Daniela and you could use it and get some, but I'm pretty excited for those. Pretty much it. We're still just moving our body, making good decisions, resting, drinking our water, minding our business, you know, knowing that whatever it is that we are desiring, God's got us. We are divinely favored, divinely guided, and it is on its way to us. And know that in good time it is coming. The more you hate and the more you try to push the hands, God's timing is always on time, right? So whatever your faith may be, so don't ever try to push things. If you're wondering like, why isn't this happening? Why didn't I get the promotion? Why didn't I get the man? Why didn't I get the house? Why didn't I get the car? Why is this happening? Everything happens and for a reason, because there's a bigger picture that we all see, right? And sometimes you got to go through the hard to get the good, because, you know, sometimes, you know, my mom used to tell me you got to kiss a lot of frogs to get your prince. And I'm going to tell you what, Leo's kisses would never have been as sweet if I didn't have to deal with all them bums, okay? So always know that. Know, and just don't hate, don't be negative, don't spew negativity, and just say, you know what, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that that's coming to you, and may you have all the success in the world. And sit back and say, you know what, I'm not even gonna be mad, I'm not gonna hate, I'm not gonna be negative, because I know that what I desire is on its way to me. And I'm just gonna sit back and wait, because I already know that I'm divinely favored and it's coming to me. And that's it. That's with working out. You put in the work. You know, you're going to the gym, you know, you're hitting them weights, you're hitting the cardio, you're watching your food, and you're not going to be like, well, man, you know what, I've been doing this for 30 days and I've only lost 2 pounds, and I seen old girl on Instagram and she's lost 10, and you know, she dropped that weight so quick, and all she had to do was take these pills, or all she had to do was this and that, and you know, she's cheating, or she's doing this, or she's better, or my coach is garbage, or whatever. Everybody's journey is their own. Maybe that person that you've seen drop 10 pounds this month has to lose 100, and maybe you only have to lose 15. So you never know, okay? Worry about yourself. Water your own grass, okay? Be positive. Your grass is looking a little dry, get out there and water it. Man, I got a beautiful lawn. Look at this grass that I have the ability to water. There's some people who is living in the desert, ain't got no grass at all. And I have to remind myself of that. I hope that you guys can remind yourself of that as well. I'd love to know how you guys are doing this month. What are your plans? Are you just coasting for the rest of the year and you're going to start fresh in January with a new program? Are you guys in maintenance? Are you guys still trying to lose before the holidays? What are you guys looking at for the rest of the year? Because that's where I'm at. We're on the last quarter of the year now, so I'm focusing on how I'm going to wrap this up, and I really want to wrap this year up at the best me, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. I want my house to be, I'm not saying I need a whole brand new house, but I want to get my house in a nice order to where it's good for me to physically see it and to be there in that presence where it's not overwhelming or bombarding me. Know that I'm working, I feel good in my own company. Like, you have to like yourself, and I'm learning to like myself again and like my own company. I'm not letting the weight of the world weigh me down, and I'm worrying about me, myself, and I, my babies, my man, and know that everything is beautiful. You're beautiful, your life is beautiful, and whatever that it is that your heart is desiring, I know that it's on its way to you, and I wish you all the best, baby. I wish you all the best. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.